So, Mr. L, I probably ain't gonna have a lot to say about this guy, but I felt like talking about him anyways, so let's just get right into this. So, Mr. L is a vengeful spirit that originates from Mario 3, or aka 2slow.exe, so here's a basic rundown of the game. So it starts off pretty normally, but from my memory I remember Mario being pretty sad on the title screen, like grabbing Luigi's hat. So it eventually starts off pretty normally at first, until eventually you encounter Luigi, but there's something off about him. And then he just turns into this demonic monster and eats Mario. Luigi, or Mr. L, or Luigi.exe, he goes by many names from the wiki. Anyways, the map gets ripped apart in a pretty good looking cutscene, and then you basically end up in hell itself, or this demonic, scary world. You go through the levels, every level Luigi shows up at the end to tell you something, and then you reach the end and you get killed by him, and that's it. You're too late and Luigi has killed Mario, making him his puppet. And that's basically it. Now, I know I'm talking about Mr. L, but I do kind of want to bring up, the level environments in the game because I have, some questions about them. Not saying they're bad, but, there's a level where you're able to hide in cars, and that just made me think, is that supposed to be, some sort of reference to their days in Brooklyn? Which, if it is, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to guess the world that you're exploring in-game is, something Luigi made himself. From memories, sorta. I don't know, I just felt like bringing that up because the environments just feel pretty off, like Luigi made them himself. Anyways, there are some facts to go into, really not that many, just a few. So, if you didn't know, Mr. L killed Peach and Bowser. So that just kind of shows that he's just trying to take everything away from Mario. I did just think about this, but did Mr. L not kill the Toads? I feel like Mario would slightly have some sort of care for them, but I guess they were spared, which is actually kind of interesting because on the wiki, it mentions that Mr. L will take out his anger on basically anybody to vent his frustrations. Maybe he somewhat cares a little bit, but I don't really know. So this should be pretty obvious. His name is taken from Super Paper Mario from that version of Mr. L. It's just an alias. It's not used in actual the game itself, but it's from Super Paper Mario. So finally, for a last fact, this was a parallel I just noticed recently. This game reminds me of that I Hate You creepypasta. I think the idea for Tillate.exe is actually pretty interesting. It's sort of like a what-if scenario, of a continuation of the I Hate You creepypasta, but in Mario 3. So that's all the facts I wanted to mention. There's probably more stuff I could have brought up, but it doesn't entirely really matter, so let's just get into his design. There isn't really a Mr. L render out there. I have this picture, which actually doesn't look all that bad, so you have to take my word of what I think of it from, in-game itself. I think the design could actually work pretty well in sprite form. There are times where it actually looks kind of creepy in-game, especially when he's, just devouring down on Mario. That's gross and scary. I don't have anything else to add on to this. It's a decent design, so that was Mr. L. I think overall he's a decent character. There are a few interesting things to him, and I do think he works pretty decently as a I Hate You, continuation. So I don't have anything else to add on to this. I'm just gonna end it here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.